Hello friends. Today I am going to be downsizing a lot of our clothing. As you can see. We try to be as minimal as we can, especially as a large family, because nobody wants to be doing laundry all day long. But as a rule of thumb, we try to stick to 5 outfits per kid. That doesn't include sweaters and things like that. And I usually keep 1 or 2 good outfits to go to church in. Our daughter's always had a little bit more clothes. She has things like dresses and tights, and we really still try to keep that as minimal as possible. I'm just gonna fold everything up and then we're gonna decide what we're keeping. So this is pretty much the clothing for 3 of our youngest boys. For me, this is an enormous amount of clothing. Some of my friends would say this is like way more clothing than they would ever use for 3 of their children, and others would say that's like enough for a weekend. So for you this might be a lot, and for you this might be a little bit. For me, this is just too much for only 3 out of our 10 people in our family to have throughout the week. So I'm gonna go through this. This isn't even all of it, so I'm gonna go grab the rest. These are some of their shirts, and 2 of our boys are almost the same size. One is almost 6, one just turned 4, but the 4-year-old's a little bit bigger, and our 6-year-old is a little bit smaller, so they can actually share some clothes. It really helps in some ways. They don't really care about sharing clothing. It's really our older boys who prefer having their own style. The little ones just want a t-shirt they can go out and play in a muddy puddle with. I love these style pants for boys, particularly that have like a nice stretchy elastic band. I don't buy a lot of jeans. We're often given jeans, but I feel that they're more for going out. So sometimes I will keep a pair of jeans for them to go to church in or something. It looks really nice with their little dress shirt. But jeans are not that comfortable for little kids, because I find that for boys' jeans especially, they're very stiff and there's not a lot of stretch to them. Sometimes I will even go in the girls section and get a pair of stretchy jeggings for my boys to wear, because they're just more comfortable. I try whenever I find these to pick them up, and these are another pair for him. These ones I didn't particularly like this cord thing going on, but I feel like he's a little bit too slim to have nothing. And we could use a little belt. It does have a belt loop, but anyways, I just left it like that for now. But I love the little bum pockets. I think they're so cute, and they're definitely not stiff. So I'm going to be keeping them, and we're just going to put them aside until next month. I'll just keep their fall clothing in a basket until the weather cools off here. We live in Canada, and it gets cool here pretty quickly. So another reason why I really love to minimize our kids' wardrobes often, or at least go through them, is because there's always something torn or stained beyond reason, because our kids love to play outside, love getting dirty in the mud, and we live on 64 acres, so they are continually going outside and getting dirty and just being kids and having fun. So I'm fine with that. I'm gonna pick you up. So another reason why we really love to thrift is because, whoa, that was a big baby burpee. You interrupted with a burpee. That was so funny. Another reason why we really love to thrift is because we don't care if the kid's clothing gets ripped and stained, because it didn't cost $80 for a t-shirt. It's just what we choose to do as a family, and it's a lot cheaper. It's better on the environment, it's better on your budget, and you are less stressed because you're not worrying if your kid rolls around in a muddy puddle. But I will say sometimes I do love to buy our girls a pretty ethically made dress or a handmade special something. Minimizing our wardrobes also helps me to know what I need to fill in their wardrobes, or for the change of seasons that's coming. I can get a good grasp of what is happening. What do I need to be starting to thrift for? Maybe I'll take you guys along on a thrifting trip one of these days soon. Minimal and clean is what we care about, and practical over cute. Cute comes like as a fourth item. If we can do that, we will do that. We are keeping this stack here for our boys to share, and that's plenty. Like they actually, there's like one bigger size, but their waists are about the same size. So except for our 2.5-year-old, he is a little bit chubbier, so he can fit his big brother's clothes. This is the stack of shorts that we're keeping until the end of the summer. Probably mid-September, if the weather is really starting to cool off, I'm going to pass these on, like the whole stack entirely, because we don't have another little boy to pass them on to. Our youngest is a newborn and she's a girl, so I will be really wanting to dress her in girly things. Be happy to pass these on and rid our house of some more. But I'm going to keep this stack of shirts and this plain black one, and I'm actually going to pass on these. I do not like collared shirts. I know some people just adore these collared shirts, and I will say our firstborn loves collared shirts, but I can't stand them. I just find they look so floppy, and I do not like ironing clothes for little children. I find it's just a waste of time when they're just gonna go play out in the mud. I don't really like character shirts like this, especially when they're all worn. They have enough right now, so I'm just going to pass these ones on. They do love Legos, but they are iffy on this one. Made it down to 13 shirts. Some of them we will keep and use in the fall. I'm gonna probably pass those on rather than keep them for the fall, because I can probably find something that will last a bit longer. So we had 13 shirts, and between our little boys, and 10 pairs of pants for them to kind of share. This is what we're keeping, and I'll show you the basket. This is really what I wanted to show you guys, is that minimizing doesn't necessarily mean that you are getting rid of a ton of stuff. It could be that you're just organizing it into the right category by season. So we didn't have a ton of clothes to start out with. As you can see, this right here is the bulk of the fall items that we had just kind of sitting in with our summer things. And they were grabbing these clothes on the wrong day. Like it was super hot and they'd be dressed for winter time almost. So separating those is so useful when you have little kids and they're wanting to dress themselves each day. Having very grabbable clothes for them. And actually I'm going to put these fall shirts. I didn't mean to leave them in there. I'm going to put these fall shirts over there. So now it's even less, and they are going to have plenty to wear with what's left in this basket. There's tons of shorts and shirts, and they're going to be good to go for the next month at least, until summer weather is officially gone. And then I'm going to swap these into this basket, fill in some gaps, and get rid of all of these clothes so that they can be put to use by someone else. If you don't feel comfortable letting go right away and just giving away those clothes, transitioning into minimalism, you can start with small steps where you take the extra clothes that you really kind of are thinking you want to get rid of, put them in a bin, and then put them in storage somewhere just temporarily. Give yourself a time limit, like maybe a month or something. See if you really need them. And if you didn't need them, pass them on. If maybe you needed some pieces and you can pull them out of storage. But generally speaking, people do not need as much as they have on hand. It's just about how much you want to have in your life. So why you might want to consider that is because it adds so much quality to your life. It reduces stress. It makes you a happier mom because you're not constantly panicking over the mess and stressing and yelling and just feeling frazzled all the time. The less you have to worry about cleaning, the better. So when I discovered the idea of minimalism, it just clicked for me. It made so much sense to be a happier mom and a healthier mom and provide more time for me to just spend with my family doing things we actually want to do rather than just cleaning in every gap throughout the day. So I highly recommend minimalism and pursuing it to what you're comfortable with. It is not always living out of a backpack. It can be whatever you make of it. My daughter, I always bought her really cute jeans for the longest time, until one day she told me, when we were going through her wardrobe, she told me she likes comfy leggings, she likes loose tops, things she can move in because she is really active. And I thought about it and I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. I've been buying her these kind of restrictive jeans, even if they had a little bit of stretch in them, they just weren't comfortable. And she did not like wearing jeans. So she often had a stack of jeans in her drawer that she never grabbed to wear. When she was looking for other clothes, sometimes she'd haul them out and they'd land on the floor and then they get tossed into the dirty laundry. And I just kept washing these jeans she was never wearing. Pay attention to what your kids like wearing. Ask them what they feel comfortable in. It doesn't have to be for aesthetic. It can just be what makes them feel good so that they learn to choose things in their life and in their clothing as they grow that bring them joy. So they're not just collecting things as they go through life, but rather really purposely and intentionally choosing what they want to have in their own life as they grow. Looking at the majority of our 8-year-old daughter's outfits, I do have a pair of jeans here for her. These are her pants that she has right now. She doesn't have a lot anyways, but in the summer we just keep a couple leggings. She does have one pair of jeans. I did mention that she doesn't like jeans, but these ones we thrifted and they're super thin and stretchy, and she loves the polka dots and she actually wears them. So she can have jeans if she wants them, but these are comfortable ones, so she definitely wears them. And so as long as they wear them, I don't really care what they have, what they like wearing, so that's fine. This skirt I didn't actually get that long ago. I got it midsummer. It didn't have a size in it. I thought it would just fit her. And then she hit a growth spurt. So she's kind of squeezing into it, and I don't like her doing that. I like her to feel really comfortable in her clothes. So this is a very cute little sailor skirt. I kind of hate to pass it on already, but it doesn't fit right. So we're going to pass it on and some other little girl can enjoy it. I'm going to toss that over there. She loves tutus. Ever since she was a baby, I've been putting her in tutus, and it's just something she really loves, and they're getting harder and harder to find in her size. This is by a brand called Between, and we thrifted it. But it's just so sweet. She did have another one this past year, but she outgrew it. This one still fits her, and she will not let me get rid of that, and I wouldn't anyways, because she just looks so cute in it, and she wears it everywhere, even to go outside and play in the mud. So it's something she loves. So we're definitely keeping that one. She has a button-up shirt. This will be great through the fall, but I find it's a bit snug already, and it is a size 10, but it's made small. So I'm not sure if it's going to last through the winter. I don't think so, but for now it fits her fine, and it's not so snug that she can't play in it. It's just her size. So I'm not sure if she hits a growth spurt, it's not going to fit her anymore, but she loves it and she looks super cute in it. It's her cowgirl shirt, as she says. So then she has a couple t-shirts. She loves stars because her middle name is Star. And she has this really pretty floral shirt that we thrifted as well that she wears under this cute little jumper. This was not thrifted, this jumper, actually. I got this online at from a wonderful brand called Minimalist, and it's a French Quebecois brand, local brand that we love. She did get a little stain on it, but I'm gonna have to work that out. But even with the stripes, it's really, she spills stuff on this sometimes and it's not as noticeable, but she loves this. She'll just put a little pair of shorts, stretchy shorts on underneath, and her little t-shirt, and she has another, if it's a rainy day, sometimes she'll take this long sleeve shirt and wear it underneath. Or actually she did have a black shirt that she just outgrew as well this summer that she used to wear under this. So I do need to look for another one, and she'll wear this under it too. That's something I love, capsule wardrobing a little bit for kids, not too much, not excessively, because like I said, we don't spend a lot of time and money on the aesthetic of our kids' clothing as much as practicality. There are a couple pieces, as you can see, that we need to get rid of because they just don't fit her anymore the same. But that's typically what she wears every day throughout the week. She loves dressing girly, but she also loves playing really hard. I'm not going to show you our older boys' clothes, like I said, because I'm not going through their clothes yet. But when I do thrift some clothes for them, I'll show you what I get and what they prefer. Usually just when I'm doing laundry that I will just notice a piece that is not necessary in the wardrobe anymore, or they're wearing it and I'm like, that doesn't fit you right anymore. So I will just wash it and pass it on to someone else. Set aside some things for later, pass on things we don't need, and just keep it to a minimum so that we're not bombarded with tons and tons of laundry. Because I don't know about you, but having piles and piles and heaps of dirty laundry and clean laundry does not make me a happy mama. So we're going to get to the point of being happier, healthier moms. And when we have less laundry to do, we have more time to take care of ourselves. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it and it helped you in any way, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell for new notifications whenever I launch a new video.